Okay, how come it's not? Okay.
You didn't see it.
Yeah, I know.
Was it recording?
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
I require a verbal warning.
It says we're live, so.
Well, Just didn't say it.
Yeah.
One minute. Jump on YouTube and see if you can. I can't, I'm looking at my journal. Hang on, I'm doing it. I do not see us live yet. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Okay.
Yep, we're live. Delayed, but live. No.
Okay. Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Welcome to our meeting, regular council meeting, August 27th. And I'd like to welcome everybody to our meeting this evening. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Moved by Councillor Clark, seconded by Councillor Corbett, that this meeting be open at 7 p.m. All in favor? Carried. And we have adoption of the agenda, moved by Councillor Corbett, seconded by Councillor McGuinness, that the agenda presented to council and dated the 27th day of August, 2024 be adopted as prepared. All in favor? Carried. Any disclosure or pecuniary interest? Okay. The adoption of the previous minutes, moved by Councillor Clark, seconded by Councillor McGuinness, that the minutes of the regular council meeting of August 6, 2024 be adopted as circulated. All in favor? Carried. Next, we have presentations and delegations. We do have a public meeting for zoning bylaw amendment said C2 2024. Elov Jamin, Sapphire Auto Car. And I'll read the public notice form. Take notice that the Council of the Corporation of the Township of Bonnfield is holding a public meeting on August 27th, 2024 at 7 p.m. at the municipal office to consider a proposed zoning bylaw amendment for Section 34 of the Planning Act. The proposed zoning bylaw amendment would change the zone category on Plan M72, Lot 2, Parcel 18151, NIP, Parla Landed Street, RP 36R7477, Part 1, Parcel 27417, NIP, 400 Church Street, from residential first density R1 to commercial highway and service zone C2 to allow for an automobile service and sales agency. If a person or public body that files an appeal of decision of the Township of Bonnfield in respect to the proposed zoning bylaw does not make oral submission at a public meeting or make written submissions to the Township of Bonnfield before the proposed zoning bylaw is adopted, the Ontario Land Tribunal may dismiss all or part of the appeal. Any person may attend the public meeting, and any person shall be afforded an opportunity to make presentation in respect of the zoning proposal. Is there anyone in the audience to speak to this application? And if so, when you come forward, please state your name and address. And I believe that Mr. Jasmine would be the first one to make. And Yes, would you like to come up here and make your presentation?
So thank you for your time. Thanks for everybody comes with me, for my family, my wife, my baby too, and my friends to support me. I appreciate it to that. So my goal is to help the community and support my family for that business. And this is first business for me as owner of the company. And the reason I chose Bonfield is a beautiful town, and I love the community here. I like to be like one of this family, and I'm trying to support, especially the seniors people, the students here, and I got opportunity for people to work with me and also help people for hard winter and for because long distance to go to fix their car in the Northway. Plus, I'm trying to communication with the city. I love the city here from the reception until there is very helpful. Smile face always support me, encourage me to open the business, and I have community connection with the community of Bonfield. So many people encouraged me to open. We needed this business here. So I just invite my God, you to help me and to help me to do my dream and help my family plus my community. That's whatever I can say. For me, it's not ready. I'm trying to be professional garage here. I promise to you to be very good fair price for people here. Plus, I'm just retired. If I enjoy here with the people, enjoy with the natural, and I have to be. I'm not ready now to open, but if you're reasoning, because I need to bring more equipment in the garage, plus I have to work together, whatever requirement for me to open for the public, and I will do it for the business. So I'm trying to do the best to help myself, help the community, help the people.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you have any question?
No, at this point.
Not at this point? Okay,
And,
thank you very
by
much.
the way, I have around 60 people in the community of Banfield. Everybody happy, and it's give me positive right now because I posted just 2 hours, and I have so many connection with business people. They to open we need hotel here, we need more restaurants, because business make a life for this town. And more business, more life for people. See people, when I see people, I see students in the park, I feel happy, I feel life. When I didn't see any people there in the street, I feel bad, I'll be honest with you. So when you people come here, maybe someone come from North Bay, he see the Bonfield, it's a beautiful town. Why they not open more business? We need more support, right? So I love to be best country here. If you check right now, calendar now it's open more business. It's very popular for people. People go here. We need people here. So I see the natural, beautiful natural here, but no people. If you have more people, I believe it's a beautiful town here. Yeah. So I like to be like a Corbel now. If you go Corbel, so much business. I do construction too. So I did construction as a pharmacy. So it's work. Business is work. And you bring people. Business bring the people, and life is a cycle, So it's come all together. People, business, and people, business people. Yeah, that's my goal. And my dream, I'll be honest with you, to open this business. And thank you for listening for me. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Next, Clerk Kunkel, has anyone submitted a written statement regarding this application?
I have received two. I have one from Pat Boise, who said that he does not support a mechanic shop at this location. It is not the place in front of the medical building, and there will be cars all over, and the property is too small. I also received letters from it's a joint letter, from Joanne Taunton, Evelyn Beckett, Dwayne Barton, and Teresa Raymond, and their letter says, "We are writing you to inform you that we are not in favor or agree to the proposed bylaw amendment for the reasons below. Years ago, they tried to renovate the said garage and make it a livable apartment, and it went to council and it was denied. There is a motor home on the property, and you have a bylaw stating no trailers on a property that has no house on it. With this proposal, and if accepted, can be disastrous. Oil, diesel, or gas can go into the soil and affect all surrounding properties, and that includes the medical center, the pharmacy, and the houses around. A spill of that could even go as far as our lake. Council is already dealing with oil spills near the lake, taking precautions that will not reach it. That it will not reach it, sorry. Just the general presentation of that property could affect our property values. Council and taxpayers are trying to clean up the town, and this property already is an eyesore with so many vehicles and that motorhome and garbage. Langdon Street is a small street consisting of 3 homes, the medical center and pharmacy, and that garage. So it is a busy street to start with. Why add more traffic? And the parking lot for the center and the pharmacy is always full, so there is no room for parking. And the yard is also full to capacity, which means when customers go there, they often park on the street, which means driving in that street is impossible without asking them to move their vehicles. It will become a scrap vehicle yard. There is no septic there, just a holding tank that is not connected to the garage, and no water is connected in the garage. They pump water from the well, no washrooms. Then they asked what the North Bay Matterhorn Conservation thinks about this, and are they aware of the proposal, and how about the MTO? I've also, they have also read that if the owner gets a proposal and it becomes a C2 zone, this will bring on more headaches, as he will be able to do more. For a commercial property, the minimum size is 1 hectare or 2.5 acres, and he does not have that. He can only get a minor variance of 0.3 of an acre, and he does not have an acre. Thank you for your time in this matter.
That's it?
Those are 2 letters.
Okay, thank you. This will conclude the public portion of the meeting regarding application 2024. If you would like the notice of decision, please put your name and contact information on the sheet at the front. I will then read the motion and to start council's questions with respect to the application. Moved by Councillor Featherstone, seconded by Councillor Corbett, whereas the owner of Plan M 72 parcel 18151 NIP, Part Landon Street, registered plan 36R 7477, Part 1 parcel 27147 NIP, Sapphire Auto Car Jamin, located at 400 Church Street, has requested an amendment to zoning bylaw 2012-49 from residential first density R1 to commercial highway and service zone C2 to allow for auto repair sales shop. Therefore, the council does not approve of the application. Are there any comments from council? Councillor Corbett?
I think I'll start by saying that we appreciate wanting to make the investment in Bonfield. Obviously, I think you have a council, or what we've seen as a council that is open to business growth. We know that we want to see some growth within Bonfield. The challenge is obviously the location of this business. The size of the property is too small, and we're also hearing from neighbors who obviously have concern about this. So in listening to the neighbors and reviewing the bylaw or in the zoning, which talks about how much space it needs. Unfortunately, it doesn't meet it. We as council also have the obligation to think about the future. If we were to rezone this to commercial highway and service zone C2, there's a number of different kinds of businesses that would be able to operate there. If you decided to sell it 3 weeks after it's rezoned, somebody else could come in there and operate as a camping ground, or there is auto sales agencies, drive-through facilities, gas bars. So unfortunately, the zoning that you're asking for really opens up that parcel of land to be used for many things that it is just simply not designed to be used. So from my perspective, Your Worship, and I'll wrap up. Again, I want to say that I appreciate your wanting to make the investment in Bonfield. If there's anything that I or we can do to support looking at other areas in town that would be more appropriate for this, obviously, I would speak for all of council when we say our numbers are published everywhere. Please reach out. We'd be happy to, but unfortunately, I cannot support it in its current location. So,
Thank you, Councillor Corbett. Councillor Clark.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your application, and we do take these things very seriously. So I did do a drive-by because I wanted to see for myself. The pictures are nice, but it's nice to go out and have a look. And so currently, there's already 4 vehicles parked in the spot. I'm not sure that that you'd be hard pressed to maybe fit another 2 in it. So it is a very small lot. And I did, we have other businesses, so I did drive around again, and they are just larger. They're just on a larger lot. I mean, it's a fantastic idea. And your rationale, your numbers, all of that, it's a great idea. It's just unfortunately that it's the location.
Excuse me. And
Thank you. Councillor Steve.
Yeah, I think these guys kind of hit the nail on the head there. I'm a little bit concerned about the proximity to the lake. You mentioned how beautiful Bonfield is and how you like it because of nature and because of the way it looks and it's being picturesque. So obviously we want to protect those resources. I think to do it properly, it would have to be away from those resources, and it would take considerable amount of money to make sure that it's done properly, to make sure that nothing leaks through the ground and into our watershed.
Thank you, Councillor McGinnis.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch on what Councillor Corbett said. I mean, we'd love your business here. I mean, we are looking for more business to come to Bonfield. It just doesn't fit in the hamlet. Yeah, if there was a piece of property on the outskirts or the right zoning, we'd support you. We'd be behind this, but just in town, it just doesn't work.
Thank you. So then I guess I have to say follow along with the rest of council, although your idea is a good idea and to bring where we want businesses in Bonfield. However, the location is not an acceptable location. Our staff has looked at every aspect of the location, the zoning, the environment. There's they looked at everything and they brought a good summary of for us to review to make a decision. And at this time, I will follow through with the rest of council and pass the motion that this application has not been approved. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Next, we have a report from the CAO, the annual policy statement.
Sorry. So the Occupational Health and Safety Act requires the municipality to review their policies, our own policies. We do have a workplace harassment and violence as well as a health and safety policy. And both of those policies do require that there's an annual review of those. We've just done those annual reviews with staff. So the idea is that there's also council who also states the policy and creates a statement every year, which is generally the same statement unless something's happened that it would change. And it gets stated again as a reminder to council, to staff, to residents on what the policies are for workplace harassment, because they apply to all stakeholders within the municipality. So there's that demand for respect and everybody be treated equally and with dignity. So there are two policies that were attached for your review to approve. And then we will post them in our workplaces and post them in our public places so that everybody is aware of the workplace harassment and violence policy and the health and safety policy.
Okay, thank you. With that, we do have a motion. Moved by Councillor Clark, second by Councillor McGuinness, that the Council for the Township of Bonfield hereby confirms their commitment to the workplace violence and harassment policy and notes that violence and harassment in the workplace is unacceptable and the policy applies to all municipal officials and the residents of Bonfield while engaging in services provided by the township. And further, that the Council for the Township of Bonfield hereby confirms their commitment to health and safety for all municipal officials while providing services to the township. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Next, we go on to the adoption of committee minutes, motions. Our Corporate Service Committee, we had no minutes for this session. Emergency Services Committee, no minutes for this session. Planning Advisory Committee, no minutes for this session. Recreation Committee, we do have minutes. Do you have anything to speak about, or?
We have a big event this weekend. So this weekend is our Labor Day weekend, or end of the summer event. So we have a band from 6 to 8 for adults and kids if they want to hang out. But we have some crafts and games and activities and sports for kids during the time of the band. And then we have a movie in the park after that. And we have the farmers market coming as well with some vendors just to kind of help promote the event as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens if there's rain? Is there no movie?
I think we can do it all under the covered
Okay.
range, so we should be okay.
Very good. Moved by Councillor Corbett, second by Councillor Clark. Whereas the Recreation and Fitness Committee recommended to council. Whoop, I went too fast.
Do we have any committee member?
Okay. This is that, there's only the one motion.
Only the one motion.
Okay, that Sheena Wellen be approved as a member of the committee. Be it hereby resolved that council approves of this recommendation. All in favor? Carried. Okay, then we have Police Services Board. No minutes for this session. Items for discussion is the next one is the liquor license application for the Rustic Escape. Do you have any comments or questions about that? No? Moved by Councillor Corbett, second by Councillor McGuinness. Whereas the Rustic Escape is requesting council support for their application to the Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario for a liquor license for their property at 524 Trunk Road, Bonfield. Be hereby resolved that council has no objection to this application, provided all rules and regulations are adhered to. All in favor? Thank you. Okay, next, we have a resolution. And this is, I believe we have information on this in correspondence as well, I think, no?
We had it last meeting.
I have it here. Okay, next we have, sorry. There we go. Next, we have the AMO Knowledge Exchange on Community and Supportive Housing. Councillor Corbett, would like to attend? I just have one thing to say about it. I don't have any problem with you heading down to Toronto. However, I would like to ask you on behalf of the northern municipalities to lobby AMO, as we are all members of AMO. I would like to ask you to lobby to see if they could bring a symposium such as that up to Northern Ontario, because I think it would be very beneficial, especially with regarding the homelessness. And I'm sure that a lot of people in Northern Ontario could support that and could attend it much easier. So I will read the motion and I'll ask if you would do that.
I would be happy to do that. Absolutely. That's a great idea, Your Worship. Thank you.
Okay, moved by Councillor Clark, seconded by Councillor Featherstone, that Councillor Corbett be approved to attend the AMO Knowledge Exchange on Community and Supportive Housing Symposium on October 1st and 2nd, 2024, and that all expenses be paid accordingly. All in favor? Carried. Okay. Next, we have the appointment of the mayor and deputy mayor as members of the Bonfield Medical Center Board. Would you like me to read the background on it just for information, or would you like to read it?
I'm fine with you.
Okay, so I would like to read the purpose of the Bonfield Medical Center Board, and our CEO Kunkel has prepared the information for us. At the council meeting on August 6, 2024, there was a report on how to structure the governance of the Bonfield Medical Center. In light of the growing services, there is a need to clarify the relationship between the township and the center. Council should have representation on this board in equal share to the physicians working at the center. It is recommended to appoint the mayor and deputy mayor positions to this board for consistency and ensure information is shared with council, with all of council. Council have also agreed to have one community member to sit on the board. An advertisement will go out next week with a deadline for submission for September 2024. This will ensure that the physicians are included in the appointment as well. The first meeting of the board will be after September 16, 2024, with the first agenda item being the terms of reference in the memorandum of understanding between the board and the township. Several other communities are following this format, and staff will seek examples for the board to review. This board, the whole purpose of this board is for administration. And not beyond that. And I would like to make that clear, as well as Deputy Corbett, Mayor Corbett. So I think he has something to say.
When you're ready, I'm sorry.
Okay, the hand went up. Okay, go ahead.
Just to touch on that as well, want to make it clear, and you will not hear me speak to matters that float in social media often, or that go out and as rumors in the community. I will, however, speak to this one only for the fact that it's one thing if somebody disagrees with the council decision and want to have that conversation in social media or out in the community. That's fine. That's the job we signed up for. There was a social media post that took a position that somehow our CIO and perhaps even council would have access to people's personal health records. And that's a matter of integrity for me. That is not the case. That would never be the case. That is the role of our physicians and our healthcare professionals, which we are not. So it crossed the line for me when somebody takes into account the integrity of our CIO and the rest of council, including the mayor, that we would somehow want access to people's personal health information. That is not or will never be the case. This is, as the mayor said, an administration board to help make sure that the center is operating and functioning properly on behalf of the residents of citizens, on behalf of the citizens of Bonfield, and not into your medical decisions, not into your physician relationship. The decisions your physicians make are between you and your physician. That does not come through a council ever, or the CIO. We do not have a say in that. So I wanted to make that perfectly clear to the residents as we create this board, which I think is much needed as we grow our medical services, which is a great news for the township of Bonfield. We're now up to 2 doctors. That's fantastic. We are now looking at nurse practitioner clinics coming in. We're now looking at expanding those services. That's the work of an active staff and council, wanting to make sure that our community is serviced properly. And this is just another step in that. So I'm proud of where we got to, and I wanted to make sure that we spoke to the integrity of this process. So thank you.
Thank you.
Well said.
No. Gotta find this motion.
All right, do you want me to speak longer or?
I shuffled too many papers. Okay. Moved by Councillor Featherstone, seconded by Councillor Corbett, that the council for the township of Bonfield appoints mayor and deputy mayor as members of the Bonfield Medical Board. All in favor? Carried. Okay, next, I really want to read this one. This says to the township of Bonfield, attention Mayor Neri Paquette and council. Alex Hackenbrook, CRS. Dear Mayor and council members, on behalf of the Association of Ontario Road Supervisors, AORS, I would like to congratulate your employee, Alex Hackenbrook, for his recent Certified Road Supervisor certification. As well, thank you for supporting your employee, and we encourage you to publicly acknowledge this achievement. AORS has been serving public work professionals since 1961. In 1996, AORS was granted by provincial legislation the exclusive right to use the designation Certified Road Supervisor, CRS. The 4 levels of certification, associate, CRS, intermediate, and senior, have mandatory experience and education criteria established by the AORS Education Committee and Certification Board. Certified individuals may publicize their credential by using initials after their names, and we would certainly encourage your employee to do so. Certification is important for your municipality because it increases corporate professionalism, accountability, and morale. Certified road supervisors use their broad base of knowledge to make confident decisions and therefore serve council and public more effectively. AORS is committed to the training and development of experienced, reliable, and efficient personnel for the construction and maintenance of public roads in rural and urban municipalities across Ontario. Thank you again for supporting AORS and for helping us to meet our objectives. And I'd like to say congratulations to our Public Works Manager, Alex Hackenbrook.
Thank you. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, next we have the Royal Canadian Legion. This is all correspondence. You want me to go all the way through it?
No, thank
you
you.
don't. Unless you feel like reading it.
I'm going to anyways.
Okay.
The Royal Canadian Legion Military Service Recognition Book, is that something we're going to donate again to?
Last year, council chose not to support the military book, but to support the local region instead.
Okay. So I guess that's what we'll do this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm good with it. The Sustainable Northern Ontario Economic Development courses. I thought that they were a very good idea until I saw how much it was. No, we can't go there. So I don't know what anybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite high for registration, $775. Then we have to the North Bay Mattawa Conservation Authority meeting of June 26th. Do you have any comments about it?
We're back to one meeting a month and under 2 hours each meeting.
Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
So
congratulations.
it's being streamlined.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did find something in there that I wanted to make a comment on. And that was with respect to the free water testing, to encourage the health unit to continue to do that. And I don't know if there's anywhere we can support it, but I see that the Conservation Authority supported it, and I think it should not change, that the health unit will continue to test our water free.
And the Conservation Authority was reaching out to all the local CAOs just to try and get a letter from the townships to support it.
Okay,
We have supported
I was gonna
it
say,
in a previous
Yeah,
meeting.
it was a previous motion went through to support it.
okay.
Yes.
Next, we have increased funding for the public libraries and community museums. Yes. Oh, here's another one. Town of Bradford West Gwillimbury physician shortage, so we support that.
Yeah.
Okay, there's Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program proposed set aside. Does anybody have any comments on that?
It's just
Okay.
about equitably distributing the influx evenly, so they're not all.
Yeah.
My-
South.
I guess my only comment would be like, there's no housing, there's no housing when there's no housing if you spread them through the north. There's no housing in the city. There's definitely no housing in the north for
Yeah,
an influx of
Just
people.
wait until I come back from the conference.
Yeah.
See what we can do.
we'll wait till you come back and give us some direction. on it. All right,
Does council want that one brought back or not?
pardon?
Mhm.
Wait till you come back?
Sure, please.
Okay.
And then the next one is the City of Quinte West support for the Community Building Fund. They're part of that, but that's a federal program, right? Do you want to support that?
Do we get any of that
No.
Yeah.
Do
currently?
we?
That's our guess.
Oh, yeah, then yes, we want to support that.
Support it?
Yeah, we
Okay.
want it more.
We call it
Yeah,
something different
Yeah, we
apparently.
call- yeah.
It was formerly
Yeah.
known as.
Okay.
I hope you're keeping track of it because I'm circling and I haven't said yes or no. Then next we have cellular communication services.
Yes.
Yes, support. Public sector salary disclosure, and they want you to include the
Yes.
cost of living to it.
Yes,
please.
absolutely.
I don't think my salary will ever be on the,
On the sunshine list, yeah.
I think it's okay.
Give you a 4,000% increase, still not making it.
The next one is support for family doctors. Certainly, again, I would like to support that. And the next one is Township of Nairn and Hyman. The radioactive material being transported to the township, I would certainly think we should
Oh,
support
yes,
that.
yes.
Oh. Coming to the end.
Pass the motion to adopt the correspondence, please.
Okay. Next, we have
Number 10.
moved by Councillor Featherston, second by Councillor Clark. The council receives the correspondence circulated with the agenda of August 27, 2024. All in favor? Question period. No motion.
There were no questions submitted.
Okay. No closed session. Confirmatory bylaw. I know it's right under here. Moved by Councillor Corbett, second by Councillor Featherston, that the council for the township of Bonnfield hereby adopt bylaw 2024-52 to confirm the proceedings of council from August sixth, 2024 to August 27th, 2024, as presented and is considered read 3 times and passed this 27th day of August 2024. All in favor? Carried. Now for the bad news. Moved by Councillor Clark, seconded by Councillor Featherstone, that this meeting be adjourned at
7:38.
7:38. All in favor? Thank you. The meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for attending this evening.